I saw that you would, the way that you would get drugs onto set is you would take out, you had like white supplements that had capsules. And you would crush up the blues.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
replace the powder.
Remember that fat burner Xanadrin back in the day? Xanadrin? Yeah, real funny that Ronnie used to be like one of the spokespersons. So I grabbed, me and Ronnie, you always used to go at each other. And so you take a bottle of Xanadrin and you take out the fat burner, which could be, you know, caffeine or whatever else it is. And then I took, let's just say, 400 to 500 Rocasets, put them in the pill crusher. And then that turns into a powder, and then you recapsulate it. The problem is with that, it sounds like a great plan, that when you recapsulate it, it could turn into...
It could be more than 30.
It could probably be a 60 or 70. You don't know what you're doing with. But I remember with the eye in the sky, because we're being filmed on set, I'm like taking the Xanadrin pills, which we now know are like Oxy 50, 60, 70. I'm like, there's no way they're going to know. Eventually they knew, and they caught on to like the second caper because I took too many pills and I kept breaking deals with myself. Because originally I made like, let's just say 500 Rocasets in a bowl and I crushed them all up, right? Then I recapsulated it, right? Now, if you set out and you did your math, like, look, I can only take 2 a day. Well, guess what? I was taking 3 or 4 a day. Eventually ran out. And then eventually, you know what happens when you run out. Yeah. You're on a big TV show. They're watching you 24/7. Now you're going to get sick and go through withdrawal. And eventually, there was the next caper where I somehow ran into a guy at a tanning salon that was the owner. And we were doing gym tanning and laundry. And I saw his eyes were pinned. Once they let me go into the tanning salon to go tanning, they take the mic off, and because you need your privacy, you're going to get naked possibly. And I looked at him, and I went like this. and no words are spoken, and he goes, and I go, you know, tomorrow, man. And he goes, okay. The next day, he brought me a 50-pack. So every time I went gym tan laundry,
it's now gym tan Percocet.
Yes, it pretty much was. Yeah, every time I went, there would be a 50-pack of Percocets or Rocasets underneath my eyewear and my towel, which is insanity. Who does that? And every other day, I was so excited to go tanning that production kind of called on. They're like, who is so excited to go gym tanning laundry? This kid wants to drive. It's got to be his way. And eventually, I think the last week of production, the executive producers came out to me and like, you can't go tanning at this place anymore. It's season 2. And I'm like, and now I'm about to go through withdrawal because I'm really going through them now. And I'm like, you know, why not? They're like, well, you can go to another tanning salon. They must have kind of caught on something was happening. They couldn't really catch me red-handed. So I'm like, all right, fine. We'll go to this other tanning salon as long as you let me drive. So you want to guess what I did? I'm like, okay, I'm driving. And now they put on like their top producer. I remember Brad. Shout out to Brad. He still works for the production company this day. We hug it out now because I'm now almost 9 years sober.
What's the name of the production company?
495 Productions.
Okay.
Oh, I love those guys. Anyway, I'm on my 9th year of sobriety telling this story. And so I'm driving. Snooki's in the car. JWoww's in the car. DJ Paulie D's in the car. And I'm driving knowing I'm about to go through withdrawal and knowing I can't go to this tanning salon where a 50-pack is waiting for me. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden, I know to my eye is the street that I need to turn on to go to my tanning salon. I clench over while I'm driving. My stomach's hurting, and I make the left where they know I'm not supposed to go. Behind me is a car full of security designed to protect me, a car of cops escorting us through Miami, right? Imagine this. So now I'm starting to go down the street, and in my brain I'm like, I need to just get a little bit of distance. What can I do? My brain is like, okay, what happens if I slow down this car with Paulie, Snooki, JWoww in the car to maybe 3 to 5 miles an hour, just 3 to 5, and I hop out. If I hop out, maybe, obviously I don't think anybody's going to get hurt, but maybe that will give me just enough time so I could get a little running start. This is ridiculous. Right? Running start so I can get to the tanning salon and grab my 50-pack so I don't get sick. So guess what I did? That's exactly what I did. I jumped out 3 to 5 miles an hour. The producer that was in charge of making sure that I didn't pull any funny stuff was in the passenger seat. He had to jump on the wheel, jump in the car, and it was only 3 to 5 miles an hour, but it is the truth. So they stopped the car, and I'm running. I got a little bit of a head start because now I got cops and I got the security chasing me. into the tanning salon. Now it's not like a casual occurrence where I'm into the tanning salon where it's going to be under my towel with my eyewear. Now I run into the foyer and I'm like, give me the shit. And I like scream because I got people chasing me now. He got all crazy, like, oh my God, what's going on? Threw the 50-pack in the center of the foyer. I grabbed it, ran to the bathroom, locked the door, popped 6, then put it in my jockstrap. And then I'm telling you, I didn't have any. As soon as I locked the door, popped 6, put in my jockstrap, banging on the door. I didn't have, 5 seconds? You know what I mean? And then I opened the door with a grin, knowing that those oxys are about to kick in no matter what happens. And they were like, Mike, we know what you did. And I said, prove it. And then they're like, can we frisk you? I said, you're going to have to call my attorney first. And then that's how that worked out.
Wow.
So, but they knew when they say, we know what you did, like, did they really know?
They definitely knew. They just didn't they were trying to catch me red-handed. And they wanted the proof. You know, you can't accuse people, whether it was 10 years ago or whether it is today. They needed the proof. They needed the drugs. They needed to.
They need the body.
Yeah, they need the bodies. They needed that proof.
Now, if you were caught, you think they would kick you off the show?
No. The show was too big at that time. They probably would have just sent me to rehab a little earlier than I actually went.
Yeah.
So at this point, is the money that you're making already spent before it came into your bank account?
At what time? That time we're talking about?
I mean,
like Miami?
Season 2.
No.
Season 2 was still on the Jersey Shore. Then season 3 was in Miami, right?
Season 2. Oh wait, season 1 was Seaside. Season 2 was Miami.
Oh, was it?
And season 3 was back in Seaside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
Those
sense.
checks were so big, man. Those checks were like $670,000. They were coming in. Not a quarter, because they paid the episode. If it's like 12 episodes, it was probably.
You get like half up front, and then you get the rest of it once they finish filming.
Yeah. No. The thing with Jersey Shore was they filmed a season, and then when you would get paid, and they'd be filming another season quickly. So it's like almost like you got hit. Like even to this day, I just finished a season, and there's a season on right now. So it's like you're getting hit both times. You don't even know in your brain, like, what season am I on? Like, to try to search for assets in your phone to post and promote. You're like, where am I right now?
Right.
So it's.
How long does it take to film a season? A month or a
now
week,
or back then?
Oh, back then.
Back then, they took 60 days usually to film a season.
And then now it's quicker?
Now they spread it out. Usually it's like 3 months.
Oh, okay.
They spread it out. They'll do like a week here. You might have a couple days off, maybe 3 days there. You know, you'll be in Vegas, you'll be in New Jersey, you'll be in Miami. It's spread out.
Yeah.
With the first season, nobody knows who you are. You're just like, you know, but you've got the TV crew. So when you go out to the club and you're bringing girls back to the smash room, like, it's pretty easy to convert because they're like, these guys have...
convert.
Yeah,
your field goal percentage.
Yeah. Your slave point average.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, you know, you've got the TV. They know that you're doing a TV thing. It's kind of an exciting thing.
Yes, for season 1, definitely it was the cameras had added to whatever game you had. If you were smooth, then it was, you know, you had a very high field goal percentage.
Yeah.
Because it was the cameras, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the lights, almost like lights, camera, action.
Yeah.
It added a sense of like mysteriousness and like, oh my God, this person is special. I even to this day, if you didn't even have much game, it still definitely helped a little bit too.
For sure.
Know, yeah.
And then now season 2, now, like, when you guys are in the club, it's just like a nuclear bomb went off. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so then it's just like insanely easy to.
Yeah, it was insane. Once season 2 hit, it was insane. The appearance tours were insanity. You know, a threesome would be a night when I was tired. I'd be like, all right, I'm tired tonight. It's just going to be a threesome. And, you know, my sweet spot was usually like 6 to 10. I would shoot for 10 a lot, but once I got like 10 naked girls in the room, I'd be like, well, how am I going to logistically do this now? There's all these now. There's all these beautiful women in the room, and you can't even believe that you even accomplished this. And you're like, well, now how do I move forward? Eventually, I usually would go with 6. Yeah.
Wow.
There was a few times that it was 10. And there was like a few instances that it was 10. Yeah.
When you say the appearance tours, that's different.
Off season.
Yeah. Appearance tours, and when you're actually taping season 2 in Miami, or season 3 back at Seaside, or in Italy. Yeah. Like, you got these kills. You got your prey,
your prize.
Yes. And your prey is presented with the release form, so it's like, here, sign this release form so that you don't have to blur your face, so that we can actually show you emerging from the smash room,
emerging from the blanket that looks like a tent.
Yes. And I mean, that's just so weird.
It was weird to me too, and now that we're talking about it, it is weird. Usually the release form was done fairly quickly. The girls were just as excited as the guys to continue on in reality, continue being filmed, and whatever happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, aside from like the legality of it, like, they signed the release form, so now they can be shown on TV, like clearly demonstrating that they have had promiscuous sex, as part of this reality show. The legality of that aside, just culturally, like, that was a different time.
Yeah. I mean, listen, back. I don't know if that would be. I mean, what would happen if that aired now? I don't know. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you guys are out there actively shooting, but everybody's in committed relationships.
Oh yeah. I mean, now we're some of us are in our mid-30s. I'm 41. I have a family of 3, but yeah, I mean. Back then when we would be shooting, I mean, again, if you're from this area, that's what we did. You're young, you go to the shore, you have fun, you're dating, you're drinking at the bar, and then you want to take home your.
That was the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah.
Do you like shopping on Amazon? I do. And good news is, Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole are available on Amazon. And if you want a real bundle of a deal, you can get Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole, plus Steve-O's butthole destroyer, and Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole. It's the butthole bundle, available on Amazon right now.
Yeah, dude.